Hello guys. First we would like to introduce our member team. First, there's Ahmad Reza, Anissa Pradasurya, Friska Vivian, Tisha Maharani, and Zakia Dewayanti. Have you ever think about at least one question that can't be answered neither by religion or science? It makes you confused that science nor religion can answer it. Like, for example, how does time exist? How time and space began? And even the size of the universe. We usually struggling to even find the good question or the good answer. So here we are going to talk about 5 unanswerable questions, and we'll do our best so we don't come across favoring one side or the other. With this in mind, we'll start with a rather unusual question. Is the universe finite or infinite?
If we were able to travel to the outer edges of the universe, what would we find? Perhaps we would run smack dab into another universe, but how would we know? Would the universe somehow come in a different color, operate with a different set of rules, or smell slightly like almonds? How would we know? A professor from the University of Oxford on his research has clarifying, we don't know. The expanding universe theory says that the universe could expand forever, and that is probably the model of the universe that we feel closest to now. But it could also be finite because it could be that the universe has a very large volume now, but finite, and that volume will increase, so only in the infinite future will it actually be infinite.
Why does time exist? Time is the sound of a metronome ticking in our heads, the beat of our heart, the blinking lid on our eyes, the mental wave in our brains, and all the circadian cycles that govern our lives. Much like fish that can't understand water because they are in it all the time, we have a very poor grasp of our most immersive of all substances, time. Each of us thinks about time differently. To some, it is a tool to be leveraged. To others, a setting sun. A theory of physics. A philosophy to be debated. The hands of a clock. A lengthening of a shadow. Or the grains of sand dropping in an hourglass. And yet, every truth we have about the existence of time comes with a counterbalancing exception to the rule. I love Albert Einstein comment that the only reason for time is so that everything doesn't happen at once. What Einstein may have been alluding to the existence of other dimensions outside of those governed by time. But whenever he made the comment, it was ended with a smile. The universal sign for no further explanation will be forthcoming.
Why does anything exist? Before there was something, there was nothing, and out of nothing, how did we get something? What existed before the Big Bang? before creation. And before God. Yes, it becomes very confusing when we throw in theories about other dimensions and nonlinear time. But all of these theories fail to answer this most fundamental of all questions. Why does anything exist? We know things exist, but why? Why are humans so valuable? Humans are the bull in every china closet, the off-center bubble on every level, the mystery behind every hidden agenda, and the blunt instrument whenever a precision tool is called for. We are both our greatest heroes and our most fierce enemies. We are praised for our accomplishments and castigated for our failures. Of all species on planet Earth, humans are the least predictable, most destructive, require the longest nurturing period, and consume the most food. At the same time, we are also the most curious, most aware, most innovative, and the most likely to waste countless hours playing video games. Yes, we may have better developed brains than all the other animals, but that doesn't explain why we are so unbelievably valuable.
After saying all those questions, let's go to Earth. We will see and know about the purpose of that. Shortly before his death, Steve Jobs said, "No one wants to die. Even people who want to die get there, and yet, that is the destination we all share." What is the purpose of that? Of course, you still don't understand the purpose of that. Let's discuss it further. Here, I will explain the purpose of that, but do not close your eyes and ears, because this is not a scary thing. Hey, look! After that, our souls is flying and our body is in the earth. But why that? Couldn't we just dissolve into a pile of ash, fly out of our skin, step into an invisible elevator pre-programmed to go to the highest of our floors, or just mentally fade to black? People fear that. We spend millions on vitamins, health food, fitness programs, and doctors all to avoid the unavoidable. Or is it unavoidable? Why are so terrified of the unknown? Everyone is even afraid that the purpose of that is futile or might not worry about it. If we do good, it might get happiness. I do not describe the true purpose of that, because it depends on each other. We'll get that purpose later. That as a life goal is something that cannot be denied will happen anytime, anywhere, anytime no one knows. Therefore, there are principles that we cannot but have to do as meaning of our identities that is action, both positive and negative. This act is done continuously will become habits, taking the term peer Bordeaux, where these habits will take its effects into the community, social, email, terheim, contract. It will produce symbols, values, which also produces an object both material, spiritual, and norms, and this is what many call culture.
So guys, those are 5 unanswerable questions that can be answered neither by religion or by science. So it's up to you guys if you think that it can be answered just by religion or it just can be answered by science.